What is up, my friends? The live stream of the Eric Zane Show podcast is brought to you by A&E Heating and Cooling. Online at aeheatingcooling.net. I want you to call Joe Martinez if you need him for anything at all concerning your heating and cooling. And right now I've got a very important thing that he wants me to stress to you, because your home is full of stuff you just can't see that's trying to kill you. It's true. Bacteria, viruses, pollen's no good, dust, dander, mold spores. It's all floating around. It gets circulated, goes through the cold air return back into the furnace. Some of it gets caught into the filter, but not all of it. My God. So, if you want to increase your chances of not getting having any of these things ingested into your body, you should consider a device called the Remi Halo, REMI-HALO, Whole Home Induct Air Purifier System. This is the type of thing that is especially used in places like, your local vet clinic. Back in the day, you'd walk into the vets, and no matter what amount of cleaning they did, you walked in and it smelled like, what is going on here? What is happening? What is that smell? Okay. Not anymore, because most vets, if they're worth anything, have installed one of these devices. In fact, if you go into any vet and you smell the death, just leave, because they're shitty, and they if they don't have enough behind them to even put one of these things in, you probably don't even want to be in there in the first place. Install one of these bad boys onto your air conditioning and heating system, and then, my gosh, the level of disastrous things floating through your air will be remarkably low, and you can save $100 with A&E Heating and Cooling. 616-516-8579. You know I need one, because I basically have a kennel here at the Eric Zane Show podcast household. So I'm putting one on mine. You should put one on yours. Call Joe, 616-516-8579. Bennett Flooring Installation, they install the flooring in and around the Eric Zane Show podcast household. 616-318-0167. This is really easy. I just love the fact that basically you've got two people that are experts at installing flooring who just come into your home, and then they measure the room. They go, okay, what would you like done? And you're like, well, I've already ripped out the old flooring and I already have purchased the new flooring. All I need you to do is install it. Great, no problem. You get the estimate, how much it actually costs just for their time and their labor, and if they need any materials to install your flooring. It's easy, man. 616-318-0167. If you are in my neck of the woods of West Michigan, call them. They will come to your house for free, measure that thing, send you the estimate, and then you go, that's reasonable. I'm going to have a pro do it this time and make everybody in the household happy, because I'm not doing it myself. Bennett Flooring Installation, 616-318-0167. And as you know, you can get to all of my sponsors online by just going to my website, ericzaneshow.com, and clicking on their logo in one of the two sponsor scrolls. Just like A&D Cleaning, 616-550-3644. They clean homes. They are great at it, servicing clients in and around West Michigan, as pretty much all of mine are. 616-550-3644. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Get an estimate from A&D Cleaning. Okay, it is the 12th of January, 2021. This show comes to you from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. The Eric Zane Show podcast begins now.
This is fun.
That's going to come back a little later on. You're like, who is that?
Yes, hello. Sean Gotti here, coming to you from Raleigh, North Carolina. And there's not a single radio show around here that's worth a damn. So I'm listening to the Eric Zane Show podcast, coming to you live Monday through Friday. So sit back, get your trays in the upright position, feet and elbows out of the aisle, because here he comes, Eric Zane.
Well, thank you, Sean. You are a good man. I appreciate you. The Eric Zane Show comes to you each and every weekday at about this same time. It's a show where I talk news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. You got to kind of spread out all of those things. Is it more newsy? Is it more nonsensy? Is it personal adventure-y? We always have something going on. Each and every day, Monday through Friday. You can catch it live on Facebook, facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page, brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. Thank you to them. Blue Frost IT sponsors my Twitter at Eric Zane Show, the Periscope video there. And then, of course, on the almighty YouTube, if you could subscribe Eric Zane Show on YouTube, hit the bell notification so you know when I go live, and then hit the thumbs up button on whatever it is I put out. Thank you. That's brought to you by F45 Training in Byron Center, Michigan. On Facebook, I failed to mention this. Please share what you're watching on Facebook. It does help, as well as retweeting what you see on Periscope. So however you get this show live, if you would tell your friends about it, that would be great. It would make me very, very happy. It does help. Or you get it later in the day via the recorded audio podcast. Download the audio podcast wherever you get podcasts. Just search Eric Zane Show or go to my website, ericzaneshow.com. Click where it says free podcast, and then boom, you're in business. We've got you covered, okay? And on Instagram, Eric Zane Show on Instagram. Mario Flores, Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage brings you my Instagram. You can reach out to me via email anytime you want. Questions, comments, concerns, feedback. Tell me I suck. Tell me I'm great. Tell me to go to hell, whatever it may be. Ask me for advice on the Shoreliners striping inbox. I appreciate the feedback. A lot of you give me leads on stories. Hey, check this out. You might find this interesting. I may, and I might talk about it. Thank you if you've helped out in the past. Thank you if you're going to help out in the future. If I don't use the story, don't take it personal. It's just, I got something else going on, or I'm going to sidestep that one, or whatever. Okay, let me get into this quickly, because I got into a text fight with Bleeding Heart Brian. And boy, oh my gosh, the drama. Oh, what are we going to do? Oh no. Bleeding Heart Brian gets the show later in the day from when it actually happened. So I don't know if he might be live right now. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. But this obnoxiously dramatic twat went cuckoo bananas about my thoughts on saying that Schwarzenegger was over the top on the drama concerning the whole deal with storming the Capitol and Trump. Now, my big thing about this, you all know, is, I said what I said about it on Thursday. I've got, I explained to you how I felt, and as best as I could. And just for context, not to stick my finger in any way, anyone's eye, or to be disrespectful in any way, because I have to be very, very careful considering what's going on here. And I don't think people are careful enough about this. You've got a scenario where this country is like a fucking powder keg, and there's too many people willing to throw the fucking match onto the powder keg. We need to cool it. Talked about that. I did explain to you that I felt that with everything that happened on January 6th, it affected me in a way that I was not comfortable with who I voted for. I'd been very honest with you and said I was going to vote for Trump, and I told you straight up, and I'll tell you again, that was a mistake, and I am not at all comfortable with that. My own personal opinion, and I've always been honest with you. I've said I'm never, ever going to try to convince you otherwise. I'm not going to point a finger and say, you're wrong, this, that, the other thing. I'm only worried about me. And for me, I just happen to have a spot where I can tell you what's on my mind. And as I said before, you either take it or you leave it. I would hope that just based on who I want to vote for, you wouldn't hold that against me. And that's my overall point. we need the temperature lowered so that people can say, yeah, well, I'm going to vote for this person and I'm going to vote for that person. You go, oh, well, okay. Well, may the best person win. And then that's it. That's what I know. Will we ever get to that spot? I have no friggin' idea. I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm not going to be in the business of trying to predict it. But this pain in the ass, Brian, who is known again as Bleeding Heart Brian, he's the one who sent me the Schwarzenegger thing. Now, when I saw the Schwarzenegger thing, I was like, yeah, maybe be more dramatic, right? You know, I mean, the idea that after all that has happened, all these people coming out of the woodwork to dunk on Trump. My point is, if you would fucking lower the heat, is that how does that help? How does that help anybody to stick your finger right in his fucking eye and say, see, this is what you get? I don't think that is a good idea at all for the overall health of the United States. Because again, you have a lot of really, really pissed off people who are willing to do what they did on January 6th. I don't think going out of your way to increase the heat is going to do anything. So anybody who's got a big, gigantic statement to make, or I am being dramatic. The fact that Schwarzenegger, even fucking Conan the Barbarian, busted out a sword in that video. You know what I'm talking about. You saw it, right? He actually got out a sword to illustrate a point. America is this sword, and we shall heat it up, and to make a sword. He's telling us how to make a sword. You shall pound the sword, and then you shall stick it in the water. It becomes hard. And I'm like, what the? Come on, man. Really? We need a sword making class now? Okay, too much. Just fucking relax. So that was my point. Well, this dipshit Brian writes, you so missed the mark on what Arnold said. How long do we kick the can down the road? How much longer do we sweep all this under the rug and not address what took place? I think we are addressing it. If we as a nation don't address this boldly and swiftly, it will only empower those who attacked our democracy to do more and say no. There will be no consequences. Oh, fucker, there's plenty of consequences. Just ask Larry Block about the consequences, you big fat dummy. And I wrote, oh, get serious. An over-the-top, dramatic Independence Day-like speech after the dude's been neutered. And for what? It seemed self-indulgent, in my opinion, and all it will do will incense the people who were pissed off in the first place. Get the fuck out of here. And then I wrote, he even brought out the stupid sword to tell us how to make one. My God, are you a drama queen? He's eating it up. Shut up and go drive your stupid truck. He wrote, I don't really care who it fires up. Extreme. You see, that's the fucking problem. You don't care about who it fires up, and you're just missing the big picture here. You wanna calm things down. You got a perfect opportunity just to let it slide. It's gonna be all over. Let's finesse this. Okay, you just don't want to have violence. This is all I'm concerned about. Just take it easy. Just relax. Okay, we're gonna get through this. Let's not try to piss more people off at this point. Okay, that's all I'm suggesting. It's not about giving people a pass and show of force and all this shit. Relax. I wrote, he wrote, I don't really care who it fires up. Extreme measures need to be taken to ensure extremists don't take over our government. Put these fucks on notice. This will not be tolerated. The longest arm of the law needs to be used on each of these, including the president. And he wrote, I say firing squad at minimum. Now, I think he was tongue-in-cheek there. And as far as driving my truck goes, at least people benefit from me driving. Well, that's true. And I wrote, quote unquote, extreme measures are not Hollywood actor Arnold What's-His-Fuck lecturing and giving us a history lesson. Grow up, you drama bitch. Morons like you who want to take it a step further with Trump are the reason why there's a great possibility of a domestic terror attack in this country in the future. Keep it up, stupid. You watch. Dumb followed up with the whole reason this happened was Trump wasn't held accountable for anything. So, yes, I agree. We don't hold, and this is his opinion, we don't hold these terrorists accountable. It will happen again and on a larger scale. And I wrote, yes, but not at this exact moment, you dumb fuck. Too much heat now, you fucking twat. Got to get some distance on the first problem. Inauguration is coming. Relax. In all seriousness, anyone looking at Trump and thinking, we got to teach him a lesson is not thinking big picture. You have to think about what is best for America as a whole. And dum-dums like you who want a pound of flesh don't do that. The question has to be asked, how does this help America? Idiot backs it up with, it helps the country in the manner that we send a message to the next guy. Thinking he can pull something like this off, not to try it. Keeps us from having a Hitler situation. All right. A lot of people are taking that leap. I am not on board with assuming we're approaching a Hitler scenario. I do not believe that. Now, I might be wrong on this, but I just don't believe that we have this. Arnold believes that. Be on time so you can talk about this on your stupid podcast nobody listens to. Well, I was a little late. By the way, we're very close friends, so we can talk to each other like this. All right, you are impossibly wrong with your tough guy stance about this. Think about the shit that has happened already, and what that's going to do to these people if anything happens to Trump. Get your head out of your ass, you fucking moron. So that's the way I started out the morning. I literally rolled out of bed and I see this fucking text from this dumb shit, Brian. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Come on. Jeez. Today, so much more to get into. The Great Sock Giveaway, that is right around the corner. I am extremely stoked about this as the Eric Zane Show podcast, Bombas Sock Brigade will gather. Oh, my God. We've got a ton of people that are going to help out with that. Thank you. A manatee? Really? A manatee? Fuck. We've got the back half of SOHO Karen. Mia Poncetto's interview with Gayle King hit yesterday. Wow. This chick really does not understand. Well, and I can't even tell if she's stupid or just so corrupted that she just doesn't grasp reality. Have you ever met someone like that? Brian, he's like that. Another NASCAR driver is in deep doo-doo. And I thought, no way. After yet another utterance while playing a video game. Okay, it puts me in a little bit of a tight spot because, I would not use the R word rhymes with me-mard. I would not ever say R rhymes with me-mard. I have said R rhymes with me-mard many times, but that's an alarm going off in your head word. You don't say R rhymes with me-tard. You don't say the N word. You don't say F rhymes with bag. It's just, I don't know. It's just the way it is. I wish you luck if you think you can say R rhymes with me-mard. Another NASCAR driver said something awful on a video game. Yes, R rhymes with me-mard was used. And I want to say, fucking let people say what they want. And I always do, but it's just such a fucking mess to do that. And you're getting so much deep shit because people don't like that. So you get canceled. You must be careful. And this driver, her name is Hallie Deegan. I've got my thoughts on hot chick NASCAR drivers. Okay? This is the second NASCAR driver I've seen who's hot as shit. More on that. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. What is that, by the way? I actually know exactly where that comes from. And never before has that been on... well, no, it's always been on display. If you ever scorn a woman, you cheat on her, you do something shitty like that, or you tell her you're breaking up with her, oh, look out, man. That's where that comes from. As an idiot storming the Capitol is ID'd. I love this story so much because when I saw this dude's fat fucking face with his stupid fucking G.I. Joe cosplay bullshit. I wanted to kick the shit out of him. Get the fuck out of the chamber, you fat fucking piece of shit. I'd hate to be Bill Belichick. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. How'd you like to be Bill Belichick and you got a text, hey, it's me. Yeah, Mr. President, how are you? Nah, I've been better. Been a rough couple of weeks. So I just wanted to drop the good news on you. Yes, sir. What is it? I'm giving you the super medal of super freedom, whatever the fuck. Oh, no. I would hate to be Bill Belichick as the Patriots coach had to make a tough decision yesterday. Oh, man. But here we go. Last night, man, the national championship. You know, and this thing started off, it was Bama and then Ohio State. And then Bama and then Ohio State. I go, all right, Buckeyes, the Buckeyes are hanging with them. And they're going to try to cool down Bama like they did with Clemson. And then they're going to put it to them. But not to be, as Bama just keeps pouring it on. Son of a bitch. When you hang up the score, 54 points on a team like Ohio State and just run through them like hot knife through butter. I mean, Ohio State's a terrific team. And you just blow them out. Oh, how good is this team? Since 2007, Nick Saban's first year, this is his sixth national championship. Is it sixth or seventh? I forget. I don't know. I was doing the research on it. It's a ton. Who gives a shit? My God. Since his first year at Bama in 2007, there's only been 1 year that he's had 3 losses. This guy runs the table again. And, oh, my God, they just keep hitting on all cylinders. And this guy, Devontae Smith, the receiver, wow. He had 12 catches in the first half for more than 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. And it looks just ridiculous to see the ease. It's almost like Alabama is just screwing around, and they go, "All right, let's go get a touchdown. We've allowed it to be somewhat close up to this point. Let's just go score right now." God, it to me it begs the question: could Alabama beat the Detroit Lions? I think you need to do this. You need to take You need to do a deal where you take the bottom third of NFL teams, or the 5 shittiest teams in the league, and put their names in a hat, and you take the national championship, and the national championship team. You play one more game, and you take the shittiest NFL team, and let's say you draw the Detroit Lions out, and then they play Alabama in one final game. Pay-per-view event. It'd be unbelievably profitable. If Bama wins, each player gets $1 million. Finally pay these fuckers what they deserve. And then if you're the Lions, fuck. I mean, how devastating would that? I mean, if that wouldn't motivate the Ford family to stop being shitty, I don't know what would. If a college team beats you, fuck. Close to where I live, the Muskegon Big Reds could beat the Lions. Bama wins. That is that. Son of a bitch. Very, very impressive. Man, they're so good. And then after the game, wherever Tuscaloosa, is that where the college is? What a super spreader event it was. My God. Oh, shit. The streets were just packed with idiots. Like the pandemic had never happened. They don't give a shit. You know what trumps pandemic? Fucking national title for Alabama. That these people were just like, come on, let's go, let's get together, breathe on me. Talk about herd immunity. They just got it in Alabama. All the herd immunity started in Alabama and on the steps of the United States Capitol. Okay, don't worry about the vaccine anymore. Everybody's going to get it now. And then we can just stop making vaccine because of these 2 big things that happened. Holy crap, were they packed in there. Yikes. Yesterday in the Eric St. Joe podcast household, yesterday was the day when, I told you the story about how Madison has been destroying her car slowly but surely, hitting other drivers. So I had to get into this car with the crumpled hood and drive it to the dealership. It's got this big-ass Black Lives Matter sign in the back. And by the way, we bought her she actually paid for half of it. She saved her money up. And I said, okay, we're going to get you a new car. We were meaning to get you a new car anyway because you're just finishing high school. We did this for your brother and sister, and you're getting ready to start college. You need a dependable car. And whether it's the car is just falling apart or you smash into other drivers, what you have is not dependable, and it looks like fuck. So, all right, there you go. And the Civic has 239,000 miles on it. That is a testament to the Honda, okay? And that's why Sarah Honda, this is kind of like an ad for what, because they are a sponsor of this show. They just fucking run forever. And this thing would have run for another 100,000 miles, and it still might if they get it fixed. Really, really great car. Take it there. I drive it there with the Black Lives Matter sign in the window. And by the way, she has this next car now. It's an '08 Accord, and I go, I don't want you to put a Black Lives. I go, you do what you want. You're 18 years old, but seriously, no more. Don't put that sign in there. Why? I go, it has nothing to do with rights and standing up for what you believe in. It's a very volatile time right now. And the last thing I want is my sweet little daughter driving around and someone who doesn't believe that getting pissed off and doing something ridiculous to you. It's especially important now. So, no. Sorry, it's not happening. Stand by. It's about safety. Live to fight another day. No more statements coming out of your car, for God's sake. Go there. And I go, okay, man, we don't have a ton of cash here. I'm not making a car payment. Let's go to the budget. Let's go to the budget line. And Cameron over there, it's Sarah. He goes, okay, man, how about this? I go, what is it? He goes, this is a '08 Accord. And it's got nearly the identical amount of miles as Madison's. Again, and that doesn't scare me away. It's a Honda. 243,000 miles on this thing. And I go, I'll bet you this is going to work for us. He goes, okay, this is what I want you to do. Do you have a mechanic? I go, of course I do. You know who it is. It's Irvine's. He goes, take the car there. We encourage this of anybody who buys any one of the budget cars, because the last thing we want is someone driving it away and then something goes weird on it and then we got a problem and everybody's pissed off. Take it to the mechanic. We've done it. We've taken a look at it ourselves, but I want you to take it so that you can. And I go, well, that is fucking brilliant. I love you. He goes, take the car. I'll see you in an hour and a half. Drive the car to Irvine's. Eric over at Irvine says, all right, let's give it a drive. We drive around town. He goes, this car is ready to go. It is sound. Buy this car. Awesome. That's it. Put the pen to paper. Take it home. There you go, Maddie. In my head, I'm like, please do not crack it up while you're leaving the garage on day one. Please, no. Everybody's happy. We're in good shape. Okay. Problem solved. So there you go. A manatee. What? Here it comes. Antifa did it, man. Antifa scraped up the manatee. Shit. Come on. Is this seriously where this has gone now? We have the manatee. If you don't know the story, the manatee is floating around in the water somewhere in Florida, no doubt, and some asshole scraped, I don't know how, the word Trump. And you got to look at it. It looks like it was professionally done by someone who makes signs. And I guess my question is, does the manatee sit still when it's being mauled or disfigured or scraped or whatever the fuck they did? Is it dug into its flesh, or is that just like you know how like sometimes these creatures in waters get like a thin layer of like algae on them? Is that what we're looking at here, or did some fucking asshole bust out like a like a hole saw that you put on the end of a drill and just onto the fucking manatee? Because I've got questions here. How is it that the manatee didn't go, hey, knock it off, and swim away? I doubt that the fucking whoever put the trump onto the back of the manatee was able to hold it down. So I don't know. Maybe it was like a device like one of dildo farmer Amanda's dildos that just vibrates gently and it just knocked the algae off of it or whatever. And the manatee's going, oh man, this feels great. Keep it up. I love it. Put the word Trump and make America great again while you're at it on the other side. I love this. So what's going on there? Was the manatee actually hurt? Did it actually dig into its flesh? That's what I need to know. And if you're Trump, at some point, do you have to now have a press conference? Because, it took a little while from the unrest that happened on the Capitol for Trump to finally hit Twitter well after all the shit had hit the fan to actually say something. Can we expect maybe lights, camera, action, Trump speaking to the networks? Look, whoever did this to the manatee, it's time to go home. We love you. We care about you, but enough manatee scraping. We must say no to scraping the manatees. Go home. We love you. Go home. No more carving manatees. We love you. Go home. By the way, Antifa did that. Thank you. That's the end of that. What the fuck is going on here? The manatee gets scraped. The details on the story. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service investigating, because these things are endangered. You don't want to fuck with them, man. The harassment of a manatee discovered with the word Trump on its back. Haley Warrington found the manatee swimming on Sunday in the Blue Hole headwaters in North Florida. The defacement is just disturbing, 100% disturbing, she said. The president's last name, there you go. I just guessed, and I may have been right. That's remarkable. I honestly don't think it was scraped into the tissue. And you can tell because of the care that which it's spelled, the T-R-U-M-P, it's not like all jagged and weird. I don't think that animal felt any pain. So that's good. I mean, I don't want the animal hurt. And the president's last name may have been written in the algae on the marine mammal's back. So the Center for Biological Diversity told USA Today on Monday night, which is apparently an act prohibited under the Endangered Species Act. Now, I don't know. I'm pretty confident that writing that word is not going to hurt the animal. I don't think that did anything bad because the animal didn't swim away. It just fucking laid there. And, oh, this is great. Keep it up. Get the other side. So I don't think it... Look, I've been very honest with you. I think people are going to look at this as a massive, big deal, like the animal is injured. I don't think that's the case. So don't overreact is all I'm suggesting, okay? I don't, unless if I look at the story and there's more information about it being hurt, which is very possible with me. I'm actually consuming the story live on the podcast. I have not read ahead on any of this. Manatees aren't billboards, and people shouldn't be messing with these sensitive and imperiled animals for any reason. Okay, I agree with that. Said Jacqueline Lopez, the center's Florida director, said in a statement she called it political graffiti. All right, great. Manatees, nicknamed sea cows because they eat seagrass and other aquatic plants, are considered threatened by the Fish and Wildlife Service. after previously being classified as endangered until 2017. These are the things that they kind of swim at a point where, like, the boats go over and then their propellers fucking hit them on the back and they're like, oh, shit, fuck. So this manatee was like, this is a lot better than the propeller I took in the face last week. I say, if you were to pull the manatees, they love Trump, okay? Because the manatees are like, look, the other option is, and yes, they all talk like Trump. The manatees like, look, the other option is a propeller in the face. We're going to take the massage with the word Trump over the propeller in the face. We love them. Don't go home. This abhorrent action goes beyond the bounds of what is considered cruel and inhumane. Look, I don't want to see an animal harassed in any way, shape, or form, but I honestly, I think we might be going over the top a little. I think we, again, cool it. Fucking relax. It's algae. It's not its flesh. It's going to be fine. It's not open to infection now. It's not going to die. I don't know. It doesn't even know it. I mean, come on. Said Elizabeth Fleming, a senior Florida representative at Defenders of Wildlife. She said in a statement, I'm disgusted that someone would harm a defenseless creature to send what I can only assume is a political message. We will do everything in our power to help find, arrest, and successfully prosecute this coward. God, they're going after whoever did this worse than fucking anybody else who's been doing anything in the past week. The Center for Biological Diversity has announced a $5,000 reward for information leading to a conviction in this investigation. The manatee does not appear to be seriously injured. It's fine, okay? Relax. You know what should have happened here? The people for this organization should start out with, let me just say the manatee's fine and it's not okay to do this. We don't want to make a big deal about it, but probably best to leave the animal alone. Okay, next order of business. But the line, the abhorrent action goes beyond the bounds of what is considered cruel and inhumane. That is a overstatement. That is ridiculous. A cruel and inhumane would be to actually injure or hurt or kill the animal. Okay? You know, a propeller in the face. Okay? Not taking your finger in the algae and gently rubbing the word Trump. So, you know me, I like to keep it as real as possible, and I'm not about laying it on too heavily. Fucking relax. My God. It's heartbreaking that this manatee was subjected to this vile criminal act. It's not hurt. It's in the algae. I have to keep repeating that for people who think that I'm just gonna that I'm being like rude or cruel about this. The animal wasn't hurt, so stop it. Oh shit. Where is the story? Come on, come back to me. Excuse me. The manatee appears healthy. That's it. That's all you have to say. But she also said it was showing signs of stress. Well, I would be stressed out too if I'm swimming in waters with fucking boats flying over me and gouging me with the spinning blades, for God's sake. The layer of the algae on the manatee was pretty thick, and it did not get to the skin and did not create a wound. No one's paying attention to that part of the story. It did nothing to the animal. Okay? And actually, that's a big sigh of relief. The animal's not hurt. We're all good. Everybody go home. No big deal. This is as absurd as when someone writes "wash me, motherfucker" on the back of a window, okay, because the car is dirty. That's the level that we're talking about here. We don't typically see manatees harassed like that, she said. I started, because they normally swim away, but this one was like, oh God, I love it. More. I started documenting so we could report it. That's why I have the photos and the video in the first place. Okay. One can only assume the mammal's defacement was politically motivated. Probably. All right. And then she goes on to say a lot of other stuff about Other scars include policies that favor unsustainable development in polluting industries, hamper communities, abilities to address plastic trash in our waters, and impede progress on fighting climate change. You see, whoever this lady is, this Elizabeth Neville, she is the Gulf Coast representative at Defenders of Wildlife. She's way woke, okay? See, now she's like, this is the best day of my life. She's like, everybody thinks I'm a crazy fucking moron, but now I finally got a place where I can, someone's going to listen to me. She should be happy that someone wrote Trump in the algae, because now she's in USA Today and she's able to spread her message. So win-win. It worked out. Silver lining for everything. It's Jocko motivation. Good. Hey, Elizabeth, somebody wrote Trump into the algae in the back of a manatee. Good. Bigger platform for us to talk about whatever it is that I just said in that last statement. So yeah, she's now unloading all the dirty laundry about whatever, plastic trash in our waters, which is not a great thing, and fighting climate change. She should have said, and so now it's all plastic trash in the waters, climate change, and then she should have said, and I blame the name on the back of this manatee. My God. I cannot believe the amount of upheaval in the world over this stupid thing. Man, relax, people. No manatees were hurt with the name on the back. All right, there you go. We've got a bit of love here at the Eric Zane Show podcast household with my beloved brother-in-law, No Filter Kevin. Now, I know you all have been following his exploits based on me telling the stories. No Filter Kevin, he is so poetically named that at one point, him and I went up north. It's just him and I. We go to Grayling. We're sitting around the fire, and I go, hey, we're going to come up in a couple weeks, too. We got a big group that's coming up here. I'd love you to be with us. But I knew I had to finesse this because he swears all the time, thus the name No Filter Kevin. So this is at the end of the summer. It was like Labor Day. I go, yeah, it's a big Labor Day get-together. We have this giant fish fry, and we listen to music, and it's just a good time, man. Kind of unplug. And then I made this statement. I go, and I think he figured out what I was doing, because he swears all the time, and the people that I'm with don't. So it would be weird if he was swearing all the time. So I said, yeah, I love that group so much, and I have to be careful I don't swear, because I swear all the time. So I just left it at that, hoping he would agree to go and then not swear. And then a short time passes. He goes, I think I'm going to skip that. I go, you are? And I didn't really ask why. But then he got back here and he explained it to Diana. And Diana says, so we're going up north. You want to go with the group? And he goes, no. And she goes, why? And I swear to God, the response was, well, I don't know. I'm just afraid I'll say cock. The fact that he actually pulled out the word cock. I'm afraid I'll say the word cock. Well, I think the question is, in what context are you going to, would it be like, well, hell, man, I got to go take a leak. I'm going to go pull out my cock. So, yeah, that's what's going on. And the reason why I bring it up is because from across the house yesterday, just the other day, I made this, I've bragged about my chicken sandwiches before, that they rival Popeye's amazing chicken sandwich. And we made them the other day, and it was a big hit in his world. The first time he'd had them. So he right away, he's like, oh, man, I love these damn things. I'll eat this shit all day. And I'm like, it's just hilarious to see and hear. And then again yesterday, so he had it leftovers, like for breakfast yesterday. And so from across the house, I hear, "Hey, Eric." Yeah, Kevin. "Man, when you gonna make them damn chicken sandwiches again?" Again, he has a slight southern drawl, not a big one. And I go, I don't know, man. I'm taking it. Yet you really like those. He goes, "Man, I love that shit. I had one of them sons of bitches." It's not son of a bitches. It's sons of bitches. "I had one of them sons of bitches this morning for breakfast." I kid you not. It's absolutely spectacular. Now, I know I swear all the time, but I do have the ability to not say cock if I choose. I don't know if that's in his playbook. Oh, my God. All right. And then so the update is this. He's got a doctor's appointment Wednesday, which we've talked about. And he is sweating it, man. Again, does not go to the doctor for like the annual checkup. And he is scared to death of the doctor. And I'll never understand that, but some people are. And, living here with us, we are trying to bring a few more things to his arsenal of living a long life. And one of them would be visit to the doctor. Diana's lost all of her family. They've all been very young. Her mother was only 58 when she died. The dad was young. Diana's brother just died at 57 on July 30th. So Diana is working extra hard to try to convince No Filter Kevin to tap into this thing called healthcare. So we convinced him to go to the doc. And then I was like, he doesn't process things like you and me. He forgets shit all the time. I have to speak for him all the time when we call various important people. So I go, "Kevin, let me sit in the exam room with you so I can process this with you." Because I'm afraid, I said, "I'm going to be honest. I think you're going to forget shit. I think you're not going to tell him what's bothering you if you have any things that are hurting you or ailing you. And I think if he tells you something, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. I need you to let me to be in there." "No." Fuck. So I go, "That's your choice." So I challenged him a little bit on it, but he's like, no, I can do it. I'm like, "I don't think you can, but okay." Yesterday, "Hey, what is it?" I think of that damn doctor's appointment. I think you come in there and sit in that shit with me. You can sit in there with that son of a bitch with me. I go, "Oh, you've changed your mind?" He goes, Yeah. I want you to sit in there with me. I go, "Okay, cool. All right, great. Problem solved." And he is just sweating at this poor guy. I'm like, "You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine." And, this is important. And then you get this one out of the way. Whatever fixer-upper projects that the doc has in store, you take care of them. And then next year you go again. And then that's it. It's a process. Okay. We're going to fix this. All right. So that is a lot, but that is the intro of the Eric Zane Show podcast. We have so much more to get to, and I'm so happy that you are joining me as part of it. Indeed, and I want you to join me for more. What? Yes, this podcast ends. I usually go, hour and a half, 2 hours of me doing my thing here, and then reset it a little bit, and then, extended for a little further on Patreon. If you want to join my Patreon, some people do it by the month to try it out. $5 or $10 a month. $5 a month gets you all the audio archive. $10 a month gets you all the audio and video and live streams, including the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. So you can try it out that way. And then if you like it, at any point, you can convert it to a yearly. And as soon as you convert it to a yearly, you save 10%. A lot of people have been doing that. They're like, "Well, I'm always going to be on board with the yearly. So I'll save 10%. You can convert it at any time. You can cancel it at any time. Try it out and see if you like it. I think you will. If you like the content, you like the shit I talk about, well, all right, then listen more. And it isn't just me doing more of this. You've got the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, the Insane Asylum, which is my music-driven radio show on Q100. Zaniac Brandon, his list, his 24 songs he sent me will be featured. Not to mention Adam's Oddity. Also, the Lost Zane recordings, which is my time at 107.3 WBBL. We're in the month of May of the year 2016 right now on that. I drop 2 episodes a week, Mondays and Fridays, on Patreon. Plus, Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia. I think I had a contestant ready to go for that. Hang on. His name was Paul Forrester. And then, so I drew his name out, and then I reached out to Paul, and I go, hey, Paul, it's time to play Smarter Than a Former Drug Dealer trivia. And I did not hear back, which is such a pet peeve of mine. I don't know, maybe he's someone I pissed off. But so I got to draw another name. I'm hoping to play tomorrow if I can. In fact, let me just do that now. I got the damn bag right here. Let's see. Jose Rizzo. You're up. I'll be in touch. Hopefully. All right. Tag Accounting invites you to reach out to them to get your taxes done. Doesn't matter where you live in the USA. He's taking on new clients right now. That's a pain in the ass to do your taxes. It eats up a lot of time. It's a lot of stress. And you might be doing it screwed up. And you just don't want that. Have it done correctly by a professional. Tag Accounting. All right. The amount that it's going to cost you is, well, it doesn't, it equals out to a place where you're going to get a lot more back for your return because the professional is doing your return. And you're going to miss things if you do it on your own. I can promise you that. Do not rely on the dumb software that you ordered online to get this done. Do not go to the big box tax guy. Go to my client, my sponsor, Tag Accounting, 616-301-9516. Do-it-yourselfers. Get your lubrications from JM Synthetics. AMSOIL products. You can get them at jmsynthetics.com. You can also get them in person if you live in or around the business known as Ionia Outdoors. Okay? They have a display there. JM Synthetics does. Buy it, collect it, give it to your friends, use it. Thank you, JM Synthetics. Online at jmsynthetics.com. When you go to the website, jmsynthetics.com, you can buy it right from the website. But it helps Jason Mays more if you call him on the number right on the website and then order it over the phone through him. He'll explain. Call him. He'll take care of you. And then there's Blue Frost IT. If your computer breaks down, this is who I want you to call. If you have a problem with your desktop, with your laptop, whatever it may be, they will repair it. BlueFrostIT.com, 616-200-8550. If you're a business looking for a new IT setup, like you're starting over, you're moving to another location, or you're doing a retrofit of your entire IT setup, Blue Frost IT does that. Let them price it out for you. 616-200-8550 at bluefrostit.com. They also offer service contracts, which I have one of those. Basically, you agree to a service contract, you pay them a little bit of money each month, and then you're covered. If anything goes wrong with your setup, they come and fix it. Thank you, Blue Frost IT. Water time. Where's the bottle? Drink them if you got them at home. Stand by. All right. Okay, Friday is our Great Sock giveaway. That's sock, not Great Cock giveaway. The Great Sock giveaway with the Eric Zane Show podcast, Bombas Sock Brigade. Mike is a listener of the show. It's been his mission since he turned his life around to help people who are struggling. And, that's fantastic. So some time ago, he brought up the idea of giving away all these socks because he reached out to the Bombas sock company. And they're like super awesome. And so they sent him so many socks. It's unbelievable. And they keep sending more. So he's got to give them away. So what we do is we form a group of people. We meet downtown Grand Rapids, walk around and give away the socks. If you want to join the group, I have a sign up at the top of my Facebook. And all you do is go there and click on the sign up and leave your name. Then I know I have a head count. I have a number of you so far, about 10 or so. The more the merrier, because we're just going to have a great time. Masked up, we'll stay socially distant. It won't be like the Alabama fans. And then if you have a backpack, bring it. We'll stuff it full of socks. We'll walk around some of the hardest hit areas of Grand Rapids as a group. Say hello to these people. Give them socks, and then off we go. That's it. Sometimes that's for some of these people, that'll be the only interaction that they have with another human. Giving them something will really, really affect them and help them. So that's what we're going to do coming up this Friday. Friday, the 15th at 4 p.m., we will meet at the area known as Rosa Parks Circle. There's a parking lot. There's parking everywhere. You can park anywhere. But that's what we'll do. We'll meet at about 4 o'clock. Well, everybody gets socks, and then off we go. We start our little hiking in the city adventure. We'll go till sunsets, till it gets dark, head on back, take about an hour, hour and a half. Day is done. And then I want to keep doing it. So the first Great Sock giveaway happens Friday. I will also, if you're listening to the audio podcast, include the link for the sign up in the comments. And then sign up there. That's it. Bring the kids. We have that happen. We had that happen last time. People bring their children. If you're the type that is into illustrating the idea behind it, and the thought process, and then explaining in detail and teaching your children what is happening here, they can benefit, and probably they will take that lesson and then run with it on their own. And then you know what you're doing? You're building an amazing human being who will have compassion and love for fellow man at a more intimate level. Okay. By the way, I am making so much sense today. I would just like to point out that I think I'm really great. I really do. The humble nature of me today has been absolutely fantastic. It's really on display. I'm so happy that you guys can hear so much logic at any given moment. It's really spectacular. I'm doing an awesome job. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. SOHO Karen Part 2. Son of a bitch. Oh, my God. I can only imagine how disgusted the parents are of this chick. Seriously, the level of entitlement just in how she speaks and the things that Mia Ponsetto says. The one who stole the phone, she lost her stupid phone. We still don't even know for sure how the hell she lost it. All we know is that she looked for the first black kid she could find, first black person she could find. It was some kid, some 14-year-old kid who comes walking out of the elevator. Her dad's like a famous jazz musician, which, by the way, great joke. I think it was Adam who said, good thing your dad wasn't Charles Mingus. He'd have fucking shot her right in the face. Yeah, amen to that. Yes, I think that's true. But the dad was like, what the hell is going on? Get away. Well, she's been arrested now. The video surfaced. I talked about that, about her DUI arrest. She's just a complete handful of shit show. She told Gayle King, enough, Gayle. I mean, oh my God. This is part 2 of that entire interview with Gayle King. It's going to piss you off so bad, this entitled pain in the ass bitch. What the fuck?
This morning, we are sharing more of our exclusive interview with a woman whose confrontation with a black teenager in a New York hotel was caught on camera over the holidays. Cell phone video shows Mia Ponsetto accusing 14-year-old Keon Harold Jr.
By the way, the discussion on this story about it being a racist thing, I mean, yes and no. I mean, I can't crawl into the head of Mia Ponsetto. It sure looks like it, but I think she's just fucking crazy. I think there may be some, but I don't think she's a flaming idiot racist, okay? I don't think she's like really crazy. I think she's just a touch racist, okay? But she's not racist enough that she would ever notice it and admit it, you know?
Of stealing her iPhone last month. Ponsetto was arraigned over the weekend and freed on supervised release. She is charged with attempted robbery, attempted grand larceny, endangering the welfare of a child, and attempted assault. We spoke with Ponsetto and her attorney, that's Sharon Gatan, just hours before her arrest last week. This morning, we began where we left off on Friday. You seem to have attacked this.
Which is when she goes, Gail, enough. They want to make sure they show that again to see her looking like an asshole.
Teenager about the phone. And then it turned out he didn't even have your phone.
Okay, so
that's the thing.
Do you want to get to that part?
You're saying, look, I'm 22 years old. You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better.
Oh, the hotel
So I will
did
say
have
you're
my,
22.
All right,
I
Gail,
get it.
Enough. The hotel did have my phone.
My God.
The hotel did end up having my phone. I did get my belongings returned to me. So maybe it wasn't him, but at the same time, how is it so that as soon as I get asked to leave the premises, after I had accused this person of stealing my phone, how is it that all of a sudden they just miraculously have my phone when I come back?
What she's saying there is, I think the kid did have the phone. She's still not getting it. Okay.
And the it didn't seem as if my accusations really bothered the son and the father, because they were just enjoying a nice meal right after this whole encounter.
Oh, but a lot of fucking vocal fry going on there.
I don't know if you. Yeah, I don't know.
So she's saying because they went out to eat after that they've done something wrong. Somehow they are somehow in on the fix or something because they decided to eat a meal. I really struggled to try to figure out what's going on inside of this crazy bitch's head.
And I'm sorry.
Whether they were
so
bothered
I would love
by
to make this short and sweet, Gail.
Mia, I want to go back to that day. Take us back to that day. We've all seen the video.
My God.
Okay, so I arrived back to the hotel after grabbing some Starbucks. I had noticed my phone had been missing, so I just approached the hotel manager.
She sounds like Miss South Carolina. You remember the what the fuck was it? It was the Miss USA contest. She's talking about they have maps in the Iraq and all that shit.
Asked him if he could kindly just check the footage. In my opinion, I was like, okay, any person walking down could possibly be the person that might have had my phone. I wasn't racial profiling whatsoever. I'm a woman. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm like a woman of color. I'm Italian, Greek, Puerto Rican.
You keep saying you're
what?
Puerto Rican. Does that mean that you can't be racist because you're saying you're a woman of color? Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, I would disagree with that. People of color can be racist too.
Are you
Do you
fucking
believe
asshole?
that you?
God bless Gail King. She sees through so much bullshit. I'm telling you, she is really, really good at this. And I love that she called her out on that.
You should pay a price for this.
I don't feel that my accusation is a crime.
But it's more than the accusation. It's the way that you tackled him, it seems, on the videotape. What would you do differently? You said that you look at that tape and that's not who you are.
I think I could have just asked the hotel manager. So, yes, I could have stepped aside, or the father and I. We immediately could have started just speaking at a lower tone, and probably that would have handled the whole situation a lot better.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
I would have handled the situation a lot better.
When Mr. Harold was talking to you, it seemed to me that he was responding to you because you had accused his son.
I'm saying that both of us. I said both of us.
You see two black people?
No, I'm not letting him walk away with my phone. Bottom line is,
I wonder if Keon Harold's Spotify listens have increased dramatically since all this. He's like, fuck, this is great. Let's keep it going.
this issue is much bigger than I think Mia is appreciating, and she sees it
This is the lawyer.
as a very simple thing.
Attorney Sharon Gatan sat with Ponsetto through the entire interview and wanted her client to feel empowered to tell her own story. But Gatan also felt it important to provide context on Ponsetto's state of mind at the time of the incident.
So let me just
Translation. My client is crazy as shit, and that's all we need to focus on.
boil it down. She was a 22-year-old woman alone in New York. No one is with her. Her entire contacts, flight arrangements, Wi-Fi, emails, Apple Pay, her funds, her money is all on that phone.
She misplaced it. Go find it. That's what people do.
She agreed that her behavior and her actions were definitely less than elegant, shall we say, and less than graceful and less than what anyone else would do. And she agreed, and she wouldn't have repeated it.
It's been reported that your phone was returned to you by an Uber driver. Is that true?
That is not true because I arrived to the hotel with my phone in my hand.
Okay, who returned your phone to you?
The hotel receptionist.
Mia, where had the phone been?
Why don't we ask the hotel receptionist?
Mia, to be honest, I'm telling you, you seem to
What
be
an asshole.
not remorseful, to have no contrition.
Why don't we ask the receptionist? You know, you had to have asked when they handed it to you. Did you say, "Oh, thanks," and not asked what happened to it? After you just put everybody through this bullshit, you had to have asked the question, what happened? Where was it? But she's indicating that they're all in on it. It's a vast conspiracy against whoever, Mia Ponsetto.
That you're almost a little flippant about this. You have to understand, for this teenage boy who says that he was shattered.
Can you imagine anybody who's watching this who, I mean, all this does is means that she will never ever find love. Anyone who sees this will want nothing to do with this stupid bitch for the rest going forward. No one would ever want to marry a Mia Ponsetto ever.
Who said that he was traumatized.
I'm traumatized.
You're traumatized too because
and I'm sorry.
Victim.
I'm sorry from the
She's the victim. It's Mia's the victim.
bottom of my heart. He is honestly, he's 14, and that's what they're claiming.
By the way, thanks to the pilot who's doing the Top Gun strafing right over,
I'm 22.
buzzing the tower.
I've lived probably just the same amount of life as him. Like, honestly, I'm just as a kid at heart
This
as
is
he
so
is.
fucked.
I feel sorry that I made the family go through like all of that stress, but at the same time, it wasn't just them going through that.
I just don't.
Yeah, it's always you always hear this from people. Sometimes you'll hear that. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm struggling too. Yeah, someone who's gonna say sorry to me.
Think that you helped yourself by your behavior.
Of
When
course
you looked
not.
at that video, what did you think? What did you think, Mia, when
You already
looked
asked
at
me
the
that.
video?
You already asked me that in the beginning of the interview. I'm not
Okay.
going over it again.
Oh, my
I
God.
would like to
What a
have a real
bitch.
interview with real questions and real heart and real sincere apologies. Let 2021 be the moment of healing.
Sincere
Seriously.
apologies.
All right. What would you want an interview with real questions? I'll give you the floor. What would you like us to know?
I would love if Gail said, "You want a real interview? Here's my question. How much of a fucking bitch are you?" That's my question. How much of a bitch are you going to be in 2021?
No, Mia.
That I'm sincerely sorry to the family and the dad and the son for making them feel as if I was racist towards them when that is not my intention.
Now, during the interview, Ponsetto kept interrupting her attorney, and Sharon Gatan says her client went off script. According to her lawyer, Ponsetto was prepared for this interview. They had talked about it. They had gone over it. But the 22-year-old, she says, decided to disregard her advice she was given and just went on her own. Mia Ponsetto was due back in court in March. I really felt for the attorney. We cut out a lot of it because I think you already get a sense of Mia Ponsetto. But there was a very interesting exchange between the attorney and Mia at one point, and we just decided just to let it go. But the attorney says, "Look, she's."
Translation: they got in a fight, and they decided. I would have left that in. In fact, if I was Gail King, I'd say, "All right, so that's that portion of the interview." But I really want to highlight just how screwed up of an idiot Mia Ponsetto is. Here she is arguing with her attorney who's trying to help her. This is how she treats someone who's trying to assist her.
Concerned about her mental health and her well-being, and she, of course, wishes her well. And I could see why she is concerned. The attorney worked very, very hard to try to guide her client during the interview, and it just I think it's hard when you have a client that doesn't pay attention to what you're saying. I think that's very difficult.
It's difficult to sit there in silence while your client essentially gets herself in trouble. And judging by the backlash over the weekend to the first part of your interview, it was not received well.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Mia really understands the gravity of this situation yet. I'm still not convinced.
Once she was arrested, I think she probably figured it out.
But we're in the keep shoveling. The hole's getting deeper stage of things still here.
Yeah. No kidding. Oh my God. Wow. The inability to I don't know. It's the narcissistic side of this. How she will only project and accuse and blame when she did all of this. It's absolutely phenomenal and remarkable to me that she even is like alive or a human being and like walking amongst us. Again, proof that there's aliens walking amongst us. My God. Good luck, Mia. Stay tuned. Folks, I do cameos. You can find them at cameo.com/Eric Zane. They are a lot of fun. I just did one the other day for a young man who's getting set to start the second semester of his college education, and I had to motivate him. I had to do the old Herb Brooks. Great moments. Great moments. How does he say it? When great opportunities, and then great opportunity meets great moments. I'm sick and tired of hearing about how great the Soviets are. Reach out to me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane, and I will hook you up. I'll do a great cameo for you. Or if you want to roast somebody, I did one of those too. A friend of mine said, roast my buddy. So I can do that. Just leave the details on the app, cameo.com/Eric Zane, or on the app, as I said. Kent County Health Department for everything related to COVID in and around where I live in Kent County, Michigan, near where I live, Kent County, Michigan. If you need any information about COVID-related things, vaccine, testing, accesskent.com/health. That's where you find it, accesskent.com/health. Also, vaccinations for your kids. That's still a thing. A lot of people are letting that slide during this during the pandemic, but don't do that. Get your kids vaccinated. Also, information on the WIC program. You can get it all. accesskent.com/health. Thank you. And then, wow, if you want, this is what if you're in the market for a new set of cornhole boards, the thing you don't want to do is go to any store, any big box store, and then get some of those shitty ones that cost like nothing. You want professionally made, quality materials, something that's going to last a long, long time, and you want it to look exactly like you want it to look. You need cornhole boards from Cornhole America. This company is a local one in my neck of the woods, Cedar Springs, Michigan. Cornholeamerica.com. Custom design. Put whatever you want onto a set of cornhole boards, and the bags too. They actually will sew your bags by hand, whatever design you want. And I am not kidding you. They will do anything. In fact, if you go to cornholeamerica.com and in the search bar, type Eric Zane, the Eric Zane Show podcast cornhole boards. It's worth it just to see them because it features me bent over. And right where my keister is where the hole is. It's fun to just look at those damn things. It's in my classic blue and yellow logo design, too, for the bags. Something else they do at weddings, especially outdoor weddings. You know how it is. As the wedding, you're getting ready for the party. The only thing you can do is dance to the same 100 songs you've heard at every wedding and then drink. Bust out the cornhole boards. And you can get cornhole boards customized for the bride and groom. Excuse me. They look fantastic. Custom design your own wedding boards. Makes excellent gifts. Entertain the guests, guest book signatures, all of that stuff. Can you imagine guest book signatures all over your set of cornhole boards? They've got a great team of very, very creative people. And all I want you to do is go to cornholeamerica.com for more information. They've also got a phone number, 616-900-9677 on the website. There's a email address, and you can say, hey, I want to put this on here. You can put it on there. Or if you have an existing set of cornhole boards and you just want them to look differently, they'll make you a set of wraps. And you just put the damn things on there. Then you don't have to buy the new boards. They got it all. I love these folks. CornholeAmerica.com. Put whatever you want onto a set of cornhole boards. Love it. Okay. NASCAR driver Hailie Deegan. Before yesterday, I had never heard of NASCAR driver Hailie Deegan. I have now heard of Hailie Deegan because she was doing one of these video game things just like Kyle Larson was doing. You know, the guy who, when he was doing the race, said, hey, who's on my right side? And he says to his spotter, hey, N-word. And they go, hey, Kyle, you're live right now. You might not want to say the N-word. And he's like, uh-oh. Well, that put into a series of things into place where he got fired and everybody lost their mind. And then he laid low and he managed to emerge from the cocoon with an even better job. I don't know how he did it. Again, it was textbook PR. Really, really great. On display yesterday with Justin Thomas, the golfer, he said he called himself F rhymes with bag. And then like minutes later when the round ended, he's like, oh, you know, I am so bad. I am so terrible. I hate my life. I hate me. I'm going to cut off my balls. And I deserve this. I am a terrible human being and I deserve everything. I'm going to be better. And that's it. Okay. So you saw all that. Holy shit. Hailie Deegan, or Hailie Deegan. I said Hailie. I think it's Hailie. I think she's drives Truck Series or something like that. 19-year-old Hailie Deegan is doing the race, and this is what she said. Somebody hit her from behind.
This is fun. Oh, hey, who's the retard behind me? Don't do that, please.
Who's the R word rhymes with me-mard behind me?
This is fun. Oh, hey, who's the retard behind me? Don't do that, please.
Oh, God. Okay. And then right away, they're like, oh, shit, it happened again. Why are they letting these people on? Don't do this. From this point, if you're NASCAR, you're like, fuck. No more I races where they're live, where they can be heard live. No more of that. You would have thought that NASCAR would have learned their lesson, that we live in such a sensitive time. No matter what you say, if you say any of those, there's a list of things you just can't say anymore. And I get it. Some of you are going to be like, cancel culture, we can't. Yeah, I get it. I understand that. But things change. People don't like that shit. There's a reason why these words that they're so much a problem. It's because people don't like them. Okay, people don't like to hear that shit. Can we for once understand that there are people who have family members who that word is fucking terrible and they don't like that shit? So let's just not say it. I don't have a problem with any of that stuff. I really don't. I'm not going to be one of these fucking plant my flag, dig my heels in. We should be able to say whatever we want. No, fucking bullshit. If it hurts people and it upsets them, fuck you. Don't say it. Okay? It's as bad as a swear word. I've got a dear family member of mine, my brother-in-law, Charity Scam Mike, and he goes, man, if I ever find out in that podcast that you said the R word rhymes with me-mard, I'm going to kick your ass. Like, don't worry about it, man. I'm not saying it. I have said it in the past. But I'm trying to be cognizant of other people's fucking feelings here. I just hope that the word asshole is not taken out, or bitch, or fuckface, or shithead, or horse shit, or cocksucker. As long as we can keep those, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't care. I'll banish R word rhymes with me-mard from my lexicon. No problem. But she did not.
This is fun. Oh, hey, who's the retard behind me? Don't do that, please.
So NASCAR is like, oh my God, it's happened again, son of a bitch. iRacing event. Hailie Deegan said that. She apologized. Let's go over this blow by blow. Apologized after she used the R word rhymes with me-mard on the iRacing event. Other driver bumped her from behind, Following the race, Deegan took to Twitter to issue an apology, referred to the word as inappropriate slang. Just once, though. In a fantasy world, I want to hear, look, I just haven't gotten the message yet. I use that word all the time. It's going to take a little time to weed it out. I understand it's not appropriate. If I say sorry to you, it's even more offensive because I'm only saying that because of everybody is screaming at me. So rather than waste your time with this stupid apology, I'm just going to tell you that I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to try like hell not to use that anymore. I might say it again. I'm not going to lie to you. But if I apologize, I think I'm going to look like an even bigger twat than what I would if I didn't say anything. So just know I say R rhymes with me-mard all the time. Just once, I would love that. Earlier tonight, I used an insensitive word during an online race being broadcast on Twitch. Now, if she said R rhymes with me-mard, and then right away, right then, said, oh my God, I'm going to pay for that. That's a problem. Oh, fuck, here it comes. That would help. Okay? But it always has to be someone tells them it's a problem. Tom Brenneman, same thing. F rhymes with bag, capital of the world. He wouldn't have said shit if nobody said anything to him. It was inappropriate slang and a stupid thing to do. I apologize to everyone who was offended by it. Yada, yada, yada. There's no excuse for it. I know I have to do better for my sponsors and my fans. Whatever. She's a member of the Ford Performance Racing team, and the team did release a statement to Fox News regarding the slur. We are aware of this inappropriate comment. Haley immediately acknowledged this mistake. She has apologized and promised to be much more thoughtful in the future. Ford said in the statement. God, so stupid. NASCAR has yet to put out a statement regarding Deegan's use of the slur. Maybe they have by now, but all right. If you're NASCAR, you're like, all right, no fucking more. No more stupid video games. We're done with the dumbass video games. Haley Deegan, can we just once get a lady in that? Because, that's always the big thing when a sport dominated by men and a lady is like good enough to compete at a high level. Now, granted, she's not like on the main circuit, but she's working her way up, and she's a pretty young driver, so she's obviously pretty damn good at it. So NASCAR, can we just once get a female in NASCAR who is not hot as shit, okay, who is not a total babe? I would just love for once to have a woman in NASCAR who is a complete fucking bow wow, who's just ugly as sin. I mean, so ugly that you look at her and you're like worried that you're going to turn to stone or a pillar of salt or something like that, who's ugly with like food on her face and busted teeth, and she's got one eye and maybe a scar, and she talks like she's not elegant at all. She like farts in her hand and sniffs it. Just complete pig who weighs like 460. They got to like stuff her into the car, and it's like, fuck you. I can't wait to get done with this race and get some dick. All right, let's go. And then she just crushes the competition. She's on the track, like smashing into people. She's like as good as Earnhardt. She gets out. She goes, come on, let's party. Busts out a joint, has no sponsors, doesn't give a shit about anything. Calling people the R word rhymes with me-mard. She's dropping the N-word like crazy. Well, maybe not that. But, I mean, just wild as hell. I mean, just a complete rebel. Oh, my God. It doesn't even wear a bra. It doesn't wear a racing suit. She looks like fucking Junior Johnson in there. Shirt sleeves and the old school bucket helmet. Gives drivers the finger as you, fuck you. Bam. That's what I want to see out of my. I'm tired of seeing hot chick NASCAR driver. Okay. Give me an ugly woman for a change. Damn it. Holy cow. There you go. That is the story on old Haley Deegan. Good luck. Okay. Thanks again to my friends who specialize in getting weaponry. Boy, let me try this again. Take two. BK Guns and Stuff wants to fix your guns. If your gun's busted, I've got a show, Gunsmith. That's it. You reach out to them, BK Guns and Stuff. You can find them on Facebook. Just search BK Guns and Stuff. Click on their logo at ericzaneshow.com. That'll take you right to their page. They do a bunch of fun shit on there. And also, you can reach out to them about getting your weaponry repaired. If you live in and around where I live, you can just drop the damn thing off. Or you can actually ship it to them. That is a thing from anywhere in the USA. 616-902-2447 or reach out via the Facebook page. That's what I recommend. Hey, I want Zane sent me, fix my stuff. Repairs, customizations, cleaning, firearms transfers, modifications, customization. I think I already said that. All there, BK Guns and Stuff. Also, if you want to carry your pistol concealed, in the state of Michigan, well, you need a license. You need a concealed pistol license. And in order to do that, you have to take the required coursework. I recommend having retired U.S. Army Major Steve Prince teach you everything you need to know with his CPL CCW class. It costs $125. You'll spend a day. He's got the Saturday class, January 30th, 8 a.m. start. And then the Sunday class on the 31st with Prince Army. Okay? 8 a.m., you'll probably get done around 3 or 4. The classroom is in some dude's awesome man barn in Holland Township, Michigan. So you show up, ladies, gentlemen, husband and wife, and 21 and over, and get that CPL. $125 in the class. You can sign up at Prince Army on Facebook or princearmy.com. Okay? Or just call them. 616-204-1705. Okay, let's get into the Bill Belichick thing. Holy shit. First of all, I think there was a couple of Annika Sorenstrom. I'm not sure. There was a few other people last week who got the Presidential Medal of Freedom on like Thursday, which is the day after it went down. Oh my God, how'd you like to be those people? And if you're Trump, how weird would that be when you're putting the medal on those people and you're like, hey, that's great. There's nothing else going on in the world. Here you go. Take this medal. I love you. Go home. I care very much about you. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay. Call it a day. Call it a day. Nothing more to see here. Thank you. Goodbye. So this is I think this is the highest honor that a civilian can get. Okay. And so as the outgoing president is leaving, you know that most presidents have a to-do list. It's like on a normal ending of a presidency, you'd be like, okay, I gotta, am I going to have a library or a museum in whatever town or a CrossFit gym? I don't know. I got to do that. I got to do some more ceremonial things. I got to plan on the inauguration. I got to be there for that. I see all the old presidents. I got to pardon a bunch of people. That happens all the time at the end of every presidency. And I got to give away all these Presidential Medal of Freedoms. I got a whole box of these fucking things. I got to give them away. So if you're Trump, you're like, oh, fuck, I'll just call Belichick. He's my pal, man. He was here for me in 2016. Been a big time supporter. I love Bill Belichick. I love you. I love you, Bill. Ring, Belichick. Oh, yes, hello. Yes, Bill, how are you? It's me, the Donald. Oh, how you doing, Donald? It's been a rough week. What are you talking about? What do you mean? It's been nothing but freedom, nothing but glory. I told them I love them, and they're going home. Everybody went home. It's not my fault. It's good news. I've awarded you the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Now, if you're Belichick, you're like, fuck. Come on, man. What the fuck are you doing here? You're killing me. Oh, my God. the spot that you're putting this guy in. So Bill Belichick had to make okay, Belichick is like, fuck, I thought that my toughest decision I had to make in the last calendar year was whether or not we keep Tom Brady. Are you seriously painting me into this corner, you fucking bumbling fool? No. So everybody, you know that all the people were circling him. The wagons were being rounded up and circling Bill Belichick, and they're like, man, as soon as we find out that he's going to accept that award, we're going to kick his ass. That's what's going to happen. So Belichick's like, oh shit. So Belichick, he had to decide on no, you will not give it to me, and he declined the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Holy fuck. If you're Trump, you're like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do now? Holy shit. Somebody call Lee Greenwood. Somebody call Dave Ramsey. I'll give it to him. Give it to Dave Ramsey. Who else? Lead singer of fucking Molly Hatchet. Get that guy in here. All the classic rock guys in the South. Get the entire band of Leonard Skinner up here. We got to get them. We're going to give them a Medal of Freedom. Everybody gets one going forward. Belichick said, no, what the fuck are we going to do? Belichick said, quote, citing the tragic events of last week, he is not taking the award. Quote, recently I was offered the opportunity to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which I was flattered by out of respect for what the honor represents and admiration for prior recipients. Those are good words right there. Well thought out. Then he said, subsequently, the tragic events of last week occurred, and the decision has been made not to move forward with the award. Yikes. Above all, I'm an American citizen with great reverence for our nation's values, freedom, and democracy. Holy shit. He is swinging fucking Arnold's sword at this point. A White House official told CNN the White House was made aware of the decision. Oh, my God. Can you imagine how pissed off Trump would be? Do you think he wept? Oh, my God. I wonder if anybody's ever seen this man cry. That would be incredible. If he just broke down in tears. Shit. Belichick's been the Patriots head coach since 2000, and in 2016 he wrote a letter of support to Trump. He told reporters Trump gushed about the letter. Our friendship goes back many, many years. Anybody who spends more than 5 minutes with me knows I'm not a political person. My comments are not politically motivated. I have a friendship with Donald Trump. Still, Belichick had faced repeated calls to decline the Presidential Medal of Freedom given the president's response to the U.S. Capitol breach. I would add that if I were Belichick. I would say, look, nobody told me to do this. This is just how I feel. So don't even start with I was pressured into this bullshit. The Jim McGovern, who is a representative from Massachusetts, said that Belichick should refuse it. I actually agree. I think he should. I think anybody at this point in time should refuse it. I absolutely believe that. It's just too fucked up. Honestly, I think you should refuse it not only because of what Belichick said, but for fucking, hey, man, I want to live to fight another day. I want to coach the football team. You realize that considering the what has been laid out, and that's not Bill Belichick's fault that the world is the way it is. It doesn't matter whose fucking fault it is. It's still what it is. If you accept that award, you put yourself on the hot seat because about one half of your fan base fucking hates you in an instant. So you're going to need to say, nah, that's all right. I'm going to live to fight another day. Absolutely, you refuse that award. I'm going to spare you Jim McGovern's statements about it because, I don't know. To me, it's just inciting more trouble. But, yeah, in my opinion, you chose wisely by not accepting that award. The fucking shit is too hot, man. Again, this is going to take a while. Anybody who thinks that this just goes away, it's going to take some time. It's going to take a little time to show men your broken heart. Love it is all around you. Love is knocking outside your door. Isn't that Tesla? Waiting for you. Is this love meant just for you? That's a great butt anthem. I love that so much. Holy crap. On the Zane Asylum this week, Brandon's got a great list. It's full of butt. I talked about that. If you want to contribute on the Zane Asylum, I am going to need to have a little bit of scrutiny on it because I did try this with Adam some time ago, and it fell flat with the powers that be at Q100. And but we did navigate this so that Adam's oddities can be featured in one song. He's got his own feature on the show. It's a 2-hour music show on a radio station heard in all of northern Michigan, Q100. If you want to be the program director for 2 hours of music, send me 24 songs. Now, you don't need to actually send me the files. If you do, it helps. I mean, Brandon sent me the actual files. If you do go that far, oh my God, it's a huge help. He sent it via a Google Drive link or whatever. So it was fucking sweet. A lot less work for your old pal Eric. But if you don't have that capability, just send me 24 songs. Kenny was even allowed to contribute. He sent me some stupid song from Bullet for My Valentine, which isn't going to work. But he also sent me some Alice in Chains songs. So you can do that. Eric at ericzaneshow.com, and you can actually be featured front and center on a very, very rare radio station. One that, because most classic rock radio stations, I swear on a stack of Bibles, they have maybe 350 songs that they play over and over again. Now, math-wise, if you take 11 songs an hour, roughly, times 24 songs, that's in a 24-hour day, that's 264 songs you would be playing. So most classic rock radio stations exhaust all of their songs in just a little more than a day. All of them. No exceptions. Holy shit. That's crazy. Yep. Well, that's what they do. They base it on familiarity. And I think that's stupid. And then, so if they play, Flirting with Disaster at 7 a.m. on Monday, then they play it again at 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And then they play it on Thursday at 11 a.m. And then Saturday at midnight. And so that song, it's called Day Partying and shit like that. It's a complete shit show. Not Q100. And so that is, I just love being part of that radio station. If you want to be part of it, send your list to Eric at ericzaneshow.com. Another reason to be on Patreon, because I publish the damn show commercial free on Patreon before it even airs. It's awesome. Okay, mortgages anywhere in the USA. Don't forget about the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. Okay, you can get a mortgage for an incredible rate right now. If your credit score is through the roof, you're going to get that really, really low rate, and it's going to be an easy process. Some of you requires a little TLC because of whatever reason, life, bankruptcy, divorce, bad credit, you're bad with money, whatever. Let him do his job. He's so good at it. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505, now with offices in Grand Rapids and Muskegon. But the way I want you to reach him is via the phone or through his website. And you can get to it, again, through my website, ericzaneshow.com. And there you go. Thank you to Mario. NMLS number 3035. I've got a training facility where you can get in shape. That's F45 Training in Byron Center, Michigan. You can sign up for free and work out there. And they've managed to navigate the pandemic by having each workspace kind of like taped off, and you stay in there. And then that's it. You're kept safe that way. That's how they do it. They're a great business that figures it out. So it's, yes, group setting, but you're not at risk, because in the state right now, you can't have a real group training where everybody's like hanging out together, because of the pandemic. But still, they managed to figure it out. I love that. So if you want to work out for free for a whole week, go to f45training.com/Byron Center. I'm telling you, just try it out. Even if you're just remotely close to the area of Byron Center, Michigan, try it out. Work out for a week. Pick their brain. You'll love it. F45 in Byron Center, Michigan. And then last, but certainly not least, my friends at Stella Fly. S is in Sam, T is in Tom, ELLA. Fly. S is in Sam, T is in Tom, ELLA. Fly. Go to stellafly.com and see what they're all about. They make it so that businesses that don't have any idea about how to utilize appropriate online marketing can make that happen. Okay? So a lot of folks are like, Jesus, what do we got to do? We got to get a campaign going on social media. We need photography. We need artwork. We need this, that, the other thing. Stella Fly does all that. Okay? StellaFly.com. Reach out to them for more information about how your business can be put front and center to the world for whatever it is that you are marketing. Thank you to Stella Fly. How about the Queen of the Forest yesterday? This is the last thing I want to talk to you about. And your old pal, Eric Zane. I was really stressed yesterday. Quite literally, I got done with the podcast. I had 2 handfuls of trail mix, walked the dogs, did the Patreon bonus, got cleaned up, went, drove piece of shit Madison's Black Lives Matter car to the car dealership. They gave me $200 for that thing. I bought her a new car, new budget car. Brought it back home. By the time I got done with that, it was like 5:30 at night, 5:45 at night. Now, typically, Diana and I are done with our exercise adventure. Okay? We've been exercising every single day for weeks. Okay? And it started out as just walking. I was still in pain from the frickin' surgery, from the kidney transplant or the kidney donation. I didn't get a kidney. I gave a kidney, in case you don't know. But still, we're walking. Then we started jogging for 30 seconds. Okay, jogging for 30 seconds and walking for 3.5 minutes. We did that for 2 weeks. Jogging 30 seconds, walk for 3.5 minutes. That's it. No big deal. Slowly, we've been increasing. 40 seconds jog, 3:20 walk. So the work is increasing. The rest is decreasing. This is how you do this. That's continued. Yesterday, 2 minutes jog, 2 minutes walk. Oh, my God. But we did not want to do this yesterday because I was extremely wore out, stressed beyond belief. Diana says to me, I think we should do it. And I go, yeah, but I don't want to. She goes, I saw a quote that I want to share it with you, and I think you need this right now. And I'm ruining it, but I think I got it. It was, you won't always be motivated. This is perfect for you, Kenny. Oh, my God, man. Here I go. He's going to make me feel bad. You won't always be motivated. When you're not, you must be disciplined. Oh! And she looked me in the eye. She goes, when you're not motivated. You won't always be motivated. You won't always be, let's go out there and get them. You must have discipline. Oh, my God. So we did it. We crushed it. 2-minute jog, 2-minute walk. Yeah, so that's cool. And now today, we've gotten to the other side. Now it's more jogging than walking. 2-minute, 10-second jog and a 1:50 walk. In a handful of days, we'll be running nonstop. Oh my God, I'm so happy about that. Yes, indeed. You can do it too. And I can help you. Reach out to me at any time. I'd love you to do that. Eric at ericzaneshow.com. If you're sick and tired of being out of shape, I can motivate you. I promise you. Oh, man, come on. Don't talk about it, man. Are you even walking anymore? What's the update with you, Kenny? You better be walking. Man, I ain't got time. All I got is excuses and shit, man. I got a new Atari. All right, folks, have a good one. Talk to you on the Patreon. You're the best. Till next time. Oh, boy, I didn't even think about it. When in doubt, go to Dio. My ride-in song this morning, holy shit. Holy Diver by Ronnie James Dio. Classic butt metal. We'll do that on the Ride Into Work song for the audio podcast only. Talk to you next time, folks. Bye-bye. Pause. Don't forget about Patriot Nick's Trivia Challenge. It's coming up. You can win a 6-month Tier 2 membership. Holy shit, the Patreon. All you got to do is go to Zaniacs United, click on the announcements, and say, I want to play. And then you're good. Thank you for the reminder, Nick.